All right, so next week is our official first day back at school with our charter school. And I have nothing planned because I want to enjoy my summer and I don't want to plan. But it is coming up next week, and so I figure I might as well get out of the way because we are going to be out of town for a couple of weeks as well. And I'm not going to have everything together when we do start, like officially, like really start our school year in September. The first 2 weeks of when our charter school year starts, we go on a field trip on the first day. We take benchmark testing, which is part of the requirements to be a part of this charter school and get public school funds. And also, we're just going to slowly find our natural routines, our natural rhythm for this school year, because we're still kind of in summer mode. We're staying up pretty late. We wake up, well, I wake up early, but my oldest wakes up pretty late, and we're in that summer mode still, and I really don't want to plan, but I'm going to. And so what I'm doing today is like a big picture plan. No details here, okay? So I'm just going to show you how I plan for the school year, and it's going to be random, to be honest. It's going to be all over the place because that's just how my mind thinks. So I like to get nice and comfy. I like having my tea and my water right next to me. I try to put my phone away, but you know how that is. Just toss it over there. And I have my iPad. I have my personal productivity planner. I have a list of things that I need to get, as well as I talked with my kids in the car the other day, and they told me what they wanted to learn and what they wanted to do. And so we have that going on. And I have my notebook as well, which I'm trying to get away from having a notebook because I have a tendency to write things down, close it up, and then forget about it. And what do I always have on hand is my phone. So I am trying to go digital. I have my iPad here with my Apple Pencil, and my hope is that because I can get the same apps on my phone, so I can write everything down here on my iPad, and then when I need to refer to something, I can easily look it up on my phone, which I think is a lot more convenient, less paper. I mean, yeah, a part of me doesn't want to rely on digital technology. I'm tired of all this stuff. I'm tired of all the paper clutter. I'm tired of just everything. I know I can just keep everything in this binder or this notebook, but eventually it's gonna fill up, and then what do? Do I toss it out? I guess I could. I don't know. It seems like a waste, but I don't want to keep it. So yeah, that's just why I am trying to go digital with our homeschool and everything else in life. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, so why do I like to plan the big picture, not the details? Well, if you've seen my last video, you know that I am a flexible planner. I believe in soft structure, not strict structure or hard structure. And if like you try to tell me what to do, then I'm probably going to find ways not to do it. I like to flow with our rhythms, where our daily rhythms, and just be like self-aware of my rhythms as well, and my moods and my children's moods, and so that we can just flow easily through things instead of fighting all the time. I don't want a power struggle to be happening in our home. And then also, being a former teacher and having to plan things down to the detail, I did not enjoy that, for one. And number two, nothing ever went as planned because there are humans that I'm teaching, and I'm still teaching humans now, and things happen. And I need to be flexible. I need to be able to pivot very easily. And I find having a big picture plan allows me to do that. Like, I know what we're going to be studying. It's like all in my head. And so I'm just going to be writing and putting everything down on paper or iPad or computer, so you have a better idea of how I plan. All right, so part of big picture planning is knowing your state laws, because each of our states are a little bit different. And so I know I have a little bit more flexibility here in California. And so I don't need to have those detailed plans like some states do require you to have. So knowing your laws is important. So our main subjects, our daily, I call it daily work, is reading, writing, and math. We do that every day, short periods of time. It probably takes us less than an hour to do. My oldest son is independent, so he does it all on his own. He calls me if he needs help. And my middle son, he needs help, and so he doesn't, he's 7. So what do they say? Like the age +1 is like their attention span. So 8 minutes we got of him paying attention. So we don't spend a lot of time on the subjects. And then after we do our daily work, usually my kids have a break or they hang out or they just do whatever they do. And then later when I'm ready, we'll tackle whatever deep dives that we're working on. So looking at my kids, our list here of what we need to do. This is just like a brainstorm or like a mind map kind of a thing. So it's just going to be everywhere. So US history is what we're going to be studying, and geography, because you can't have one without the other, in my opinion. The curriculum we're going to be using is History Quest, Beautiful Feet, what's it called? See, my phone to look something up. Beautiful Feet. Beautiful Feet, U.S. Geography through Lit. And then we also have the Draw the U.S. by Art K-12. I'm not too worried about like all the books that we need to read because that's all in the teacher's guides. And that's later. Like I don't need to know because like who knows how long it's going to take us to read. And yes, we do audiobooks for our read aloud novels. I find it easier to do like when we're driving. We listen to it and no one can escape. We have to listen to it. I guess I should go get our History Quest book so I can break it down to our deep dives. So I'll be right back. Let's look at this and see how I'm going to divide up our deep dives. All right, so you've probably seen my flip through of this already. So I'm not gonna flip through it all, don't worry. I am just going to look at the table of contents. There's a lot of units in here. So 1 would be Native Americans, 2 would be the colonies, 3 would be American Revolution, and then 4 we would dive into Constitution. All right, so after the Constitution, we have core discovery. 26 deep dives. That's a lot. That is not going to happen in 1 year. This may be like 2 or 3 years. We're going to be focusing on US history, which I am perfectly fine with. I'd rather my kids get like a deep dive and a real understanding of it. What I'm writing down is pretty much the same thing that this follows. But I like having it here, like I said, so I can easily access it on here. Because I'm not going to be carrying this book with me everywhere. All right. I'm coming back with a universal yum snack that my kids didn't want to eat. It's mini samosas. They're hard. They're not like fresh samosas. Good flavor. A little spicy. This month is from India. It's good. I just wish it wasn't crunchy because I love samosas. So let me finish this first. Classes that my kids want to take. So my oldest, he wants to learn how to play D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. There's a teacher on App School that has a survival skills class. So we're going to do that. And I think he also has a class about aliens as well. So my oldest wants to take art classes because he loves art and he wants to do surfing. And both kids want to do, well, 3 of my kids actually want to do, want to do swim lessons again. This is all just a big brain dump. What do I need to re-up? Beast Academy, Night Zookeeper, and Generation Genius. Okay, now I'm just gonna make a list of what our daily work is gonna be, like what kind of curriculum we're gonna be using. With math is Beast Academy. He works at his own pace. I don't push him or rush him. Reading, he reads whatever books he wants to read, so that's fine. I don't need to help with that. Language arts. Night Zookeeper for creative writing, Brave Writer. Sun math is Singapore math. I think we have dimensions. I don't remember. I know there's people out there saying, oh, this one dimensions is better than whatever the other one is. I don't know, or vice versa. And to me, like, I don't care. They're the same to me. Language arts, we do Brave Writer. My kids, they've already told me what they want to learn. Cryptozoology. Oh, they want to do another mail order mystery. So I think I'm gonna get the pirate one next. They want to do more art. Already did swim, was in there. Sharks. I think that's kind of it. That's like my big picture plan. So just writing all that down, that's it. That's good enough. If you're a type B person and you kind of plan like me, let me know in the comments below, because I feel like I am an outlier, because most of the people I know that homeschool are very detail oriented and I am not. So let me know down in the comments below if you can relate. If not, that's okay too. Just say hi.